Hello, Will. All right, here's a quick rundown of the chassis I designed for you for your curved hilt. So anyone of your customers that has this hilt, the emitter's off right now, this is the chassis that is going to work for you. This will work for either the Profi board, the CFX, 20mm speaker, 18650 battery, all that good stuff. The chassis that you're going to get is a two-part chassis. So you have the main section. This will hold your battery, your soundboards, whether it be Profi, whether it be CFX, access to your SD card, your USB port in the bottom here. This will stay in the hilt, not be removed. And then you have your speaker pod. This, of course, will slide out of the way so that you have access to those ports inside the hilt. So really quick rundown on how this is going to work. Like I said, it holds everything for you. So, of course, this opening on the side is for your 18650 battery. Once you get it wired up, it will just slot in there, clicks into place, and then is held in the chassis. So it's not going to fall out on you. It's not going to rattle around, and it's in there. All right. Now, your soundboards in the bottom section here, like I said, it works for both, either Profi or CFX. So here I have a Profi, SD card, USB port. The way you want to use this is always have the USB port facing up. Okay. So I'll show you guys here. So it's just going to go in from the front, click down, slot in the bottom. You can see there you have access to both the USB port and to the SD card there as well. So that's your Profi. Pop that back out. And then here we have the CFX. Again, same thing. You're going to go in from the front, get it in the slots there, click it back down in the back, holds it in. Access to, of course, both your USB and your SD card. This little hole that you're seeing on the bottom is going to be to run your speaker wires out to get to your speaker. And like I did say, this does hold a 28mm speaker. 28mm speaker right there. Lots of room in behind to fit all the wires, and you push this back into the hilt and the pommel section there. So real simply, how this is going to go into your hilt. It's going to go in from the bottom. I guess you could put it in from the top as well. You're going to notice a small hole here on the one side and these two cutouts at the top. Those cutouts, the shorter cutout here is, of course, to go around your recharge port. The large cutout is for your two switches there. So recharge port, two switches. And then this hole lines up with this bottom screw. So you're going to want to remove that screw in order to get the chassis in. That's the only screw you have to remove to get the chassis in. Or if you ever needed to do work on it, repair anything, that's the only screw you need to take out to get the chassis out. Okay? So simply you're going to remove that screw. You can then, from the bottom, as you can see, this just slides right in. Get that chassis all the way up top there. You can look through. Basically, if you push it all the way in, it's going to hit those other screws on this ring and stop. And it should be, at that point in time, lined up right with that hole as mine is. I know you can't see it on this video, but then you're just going to take your screw, put that screw back in. It's going to hold the chassis in place. And as you can see now, if I let it go, it does not fall out. Can you see that on this video? I'm not really sure. There it is. Yeah, so you can see the chassis just in there, so you can still reach in, click your SD card out, grab with some needle nose pliers or a pair of tweezers, or plug in your USB port as well to that. So once it's in this spot, then your speaker, of course, just slides in there. Speaker's in there, and your cup still fits in nicely and holds everything in place. Just like that, right to the hole. So, of course, when you have it in here, to get it out, you're just going to need to give it a tap, a couple taps to slide that speaker pod out, and it should pull out. The other thing that you may want to do here to make this easier to take in and out, if you're going to be taking it out a lot, is maybe put just a little bit, like glue some ribbon, like some silk ribbon or something, to the back side of the speaker and run it out to the front, so you can just grab that ribbon and pull the speaker pod out, but it'll just fall out like that. There you go. Back to access to your ports again in there. That's a really quick, simple rundown of how this chassis that you're going to get is going to work in your hilt. Now, all these parts are fully cured. They're printed in resin, and they are fully paintable. So if you wanted to paint this black or red or whatever color, you could paint that. You could paint this end cap. Everything's paintable, all that kind of stuff. So any way you want to customize this once you get it is totally up to you and is totally doable as well. Hope this helps. If you have any other questions, feel free to reach out to Will or myself, and we'll help you guys along with the chassis if you need anything else. Thanks a lot, guys, and enjoy your new chassis and your new hilts. These things are awesome.